Wonderful that you're joining in again for another session, friends. Namaste. Great also, I see always in the chat so many nice words from everyone, right? People from all over the world, from Malaysia, Japan, Canada, Portugal, India. Very, very wonderful. Thank you all for all your nice comments. And most importantly, thank you for doing all these practices, right? And thank you for taking time to take care of your mind, of your body, taking care of your heart, to become a better person, so that together we can make this world a bit of a better place, make your life a better life, so that also for the people around you, life becomes a bit better. And like that, it's almost like a virus of light, basically start infecting others also to become more present, to awaken the light of life within themselves, to make this world a better place, to start to really get to know your true self, to tap in with your inner wisdom, your inner knowledge, to know what is the right thing to do in life, to make the right choices in life, not by what other people tell you how you should live or what you should choose or what you should not do, but living through your inner light, through your inner wisdom, and knowing what is the right path to walk in this life, the path towards the light. All right. So in this session, it will be very much about how, let me check one thing, if the audio is working. Yes, perfect. In this session we will talk about if breathwork and yoga, if it's like a miracle cure for all diseases. And I will go through a couple of explanations and steps to get a better understanding of how yoga and breathwork can really work so powerfully in making your life a better life and creating so much healing in your life. Now, if there is a certain ailment or a certain disease, it is good to understand what it actually is, because nowadays it seems like in modern medicine we try to cure a disease only from the outside by putting a certain medication in. You have a high blood pressure problem, so what do? You take medication to keep the blood pressure down. But maybe the core of the problem, the source of the problem, is not cured by it. You're just curing a certain symptom. Maybe the source of the problem was that the person has been overthinking so many years a certain worry or a certain stress or a certain tension, that the whole blood pressure went up, that the body was constantly under fight or flight mode of stress, and that's why there was too high blood pressure. So you can take a certain medication for it, but it won't cure the disease. It will only take the symptom down. So that's why it's good when we want to look at how to cure certain ailments on what is the source of the problem, so that we can create a healing, create a solution at the source level and not only suppressing the symptoms, right? Now, first of all, through yoga, through breathwork, millions and millions of people have been helped in the world, have been healed in certain ways with many different types of diseases. And more scientific evidence is showing how breathwork and how yoga, asana, posture and meditation really has a profound effect on one's health, both physical and mentally. Now, like I mentioned before, if there is a disease, yoga or breathwork doesn't only suppress the symptoms, but it cures the disease at its source. Let's take an example of somebody who is suffering from something very simple, heartburn, getting acid reflux after eating certain foods, and there's just something not right here in the physical system. Now, maybe that person has been having a diet which has really not been helpful, or has been eating so much processed foods, sugars, processed oils and all these things, that the whole digestive system has been really become very weak. The Agni fire, the fire of the digestion, is very weak. And therefore you can try to make a solution by taking a certain pill for heartburn, for acid reflux, but maybe the problem is actually eating the wrong food. Now then is the question, why is that person eating the wrong food? Maybe that person is not really feeling very confident in life, or maybe that person feels a little bit of a certain heart pain, feels a pain about something that happened in the past, or something that happened during childhood, or just feels lonely, and that's why he or she puts a lot of bad foods in their system, or just kind of self-sabotage their system, subconsciously not wanting to live and just putting a lot of crap into their body basically. So therefore the healing has to come from a much deeper level than only on the physical level, trying to cure your physical systems. The solution has to come also towards the mind, that that person will start to feel again inner peace, feel secure about him or herself, feel secure about life, and doesn't feel maybe anxious or depressed or bad, and that's why he or she is taking so much wrong food in. When there is a certain ailment in the physical body, it is because there is a wrong communication somewhere. The wrong signals are being sent. So maybe from the brain, the wrong signals are being sent into the body. The brain is sending a signal like, oh, something is wrong with my life, or something is going to happen in the future which is not good, or something bad happened in the past and I'm worrying. And on a subconscious level, your brain is constantly producing stress signals into the body. And that's all right for a couple of days, maybe even a couple of weeks, but if that happens for months and months, there starts to get problems in your physical system. Okay, so therefore we have to look at why is the brain sending the wrong signals into the body? Why is there certain blockages in some parts of the system? Why is there too much, for instance, energy produced or heat produced in certain parts of the system? Why are there blockages? That's maybe because of a certain thought, maybe because of a certain emotion, and that's even a more subtle level. So we want to work on the most subtle level of the problem, and which is in many cases the part of the emotions and the mind. It's good to understand that about 95% of the doctor's visits, right, this is scientific, okay, are because of problems that are stress related. It's because of problems that are caused because people are dealing with their lives in the wrong way and producing a lot of stress in their mind, and the stress goes into the body and the body starts to become ill. Starts to become ill. So once we start to understand that most of the diseases come from the mind, come from the emotional system, we have to start working on that level also to create healing. Let me give you another example, because I get a lot of questions from people. I teach, of course, most of you know also yoga asana classes, the postures, the stretches, and they say, I have a problem in my neck muscle, or my back muscle, or some muscle is always so tight, it always hurts, and I get back pain, or I get neck pain. What stretches can I do? And then you give them certain stretches and certain poses, and they help, they help. But always after a couple of days, the problem keeps coming back. And again, they try to stretch it, and the problem keeps coming back. Now it's good to look at, why is there a pain in the neck? A certain muscle is too tensed. It's tightening up for a certain reason. Why is that muscle tightening up? Maybe it is because on a subconscious level the person is experiencing a lot of stress in his or her life about their work, a relationship, a certain unsolved problem they have with from the past, or a worry about the future, and the brain starts sending a signal to the body, watch out, you have to be careful. And as you can see, what happens, I start to tighten my shoulders, I start to hang a little bit forward. I also try to protect my my solar plexus, where you can have a lot of emotion. Things start to go like this, and they sit behind the computer maybe the whole day like this, with all this tension, or behind the car, behind the steering wheel like this, with all this tension. Do that for a couple of days, and that muscle starts to block completely. And then all the muscles around, they try to compensate, and you get this whole system of blockages around the neck and a certain muscle pain. But then after some years, the whole body starts to change a little bit, formed. All the bones even start to grow in a bit of a wrong way. So then the problem goes very deep. And then you can try to stretch it, but like I mentioned before, the brain keeps sending the wrong signals. So as soon as you've been stretching it and it's opened up a little bit, nice. Again, the brain starts to send signals and you start to tighten up. So therefore, the yoga asana practice, the postures, the stretches, have to go also hand in hand with meditation. And this is very important, which is a lot of times forgotten, especially in the West, that meditation is a very, very essential point in the yoga practice. It's essential in the yoga practice. It's the goal of the yoga practice. That you have to learn to also go deep with your awareness, to relax the mind, to purify your mind system and your emotional system. So that when you have done the stretches, and then you take some time to sit, to calm down the mind, to purify the mind, and to feel if there are certain blocked emotions still, with what's called this pranayama technique, which I have also made all these courses about, hopefully you can really do them, with breathing techniques to start to purify the heart center. If there's blocked emotions, with calm breathing, you start to relieve your emotions, you let them out, you get them out of your system, everything starts to relax. What happens then when the mind is relaxed, when the heart is open, and the brain starts sending again signals to the body, it's okay, it's so good, you can relax. You see the whole posture of people changing by doing that already. Now this goes with a very simple example, like I mentioned, with muscles in the body. But that also goes for blockages in your digestive system, problems in the hip, even headaches, blood pressure problems, sugar level problems, diabetes, all these kind of things. The source of almost all of these problems is on a very subtle level. When we look deeper into this is also about karma. And it's been misunderstood a lot in the West, unfortunately, a lot in the whole world basically, that when we really want to understand karma better, we have to understand that every action that you perform, everything you do, has a certain imprint on your system. If you do something nice, if you do something good, if you take care of others, if you take care of yourself, you will feel better, right? Your brain then again will start to send the right signals to the body because the brain is relaxed. It has no worries, it has no shame, it has no guilt, it has not all these things. And the brain, all the systems are relaxed. And when the body is relaxed and open, there can be healing, there can be health. But as soon as there is tension and you feel not good about yourself, you have a certain blockage from the past, a certain shame, a guilt, you start to go like this. You see my face when you frown? There's tension here at the third eye center. There's tension. There's tension in the face. But this tension is not just in the face. This tension goes into your whole system. So therefore, doing good, helping others, being good for yourself also, taking care of your own body with eating good nutritious food, not poisoning yourself with all sorts of bad crap that is out there just to satisfy your taste muscles. To take care of your body, your mind, to take care of others, to take care of the world, the planet, then you will feel good and the body will start to be good also. So it's basically getting also in connection with your own responsibility, how you treat your own life, how you treat others, how you treat your past basically also, and also how you judge others. Because if you judge yourself very much, if you judge others very much, you're constantly creating tension. Because then if you judge so much yourself about something you did in the past or how you are at the moment, and it's negative, you are poisoning basically yourself. Okay. So therefore, breathwork, pranayama, yoga, qigong, all these wonderful practices, they can definitely create so much healing in our life. And this is more and more scientifically proven also, but so much is not able to be scientifically proven, but you will feel it. Try to live really healthy and good for a month and do meditation every day, and you will see such a big change will happen in your life. One more thing about this, because not everything can be cured. There are certain ailments that cannot be cured, and everyone watching this at the moment, in about 80, 100 years, who knows, will be dead. At least this physical body. The spirit moves on, but the physical body, it will be dead. So you can try as hard as you want to not die, but that won't happen, right? What helps also with this practice of meditation and yoga and breath work, it helps you to realize that you are more than just this physical body. You are on a deeper level an observer within, a consciousness within, a consciousness which is outside of space and time, which is the observer of your own body. Your body is manifested by this consciousness also, but it is not the consciousness itself. So this physical body, once we start to feel like, okay, I have a body, I experience this body, partly my consciousness is also in my body, but I am not just my body. So then you understand, like, okay, if there is a certain ailment that can't be cured, if there is a certain disease that can be cured, and even if we are going to die, that we understand, like, hey, it's okay, it's life happening. Everything that you see around me, all these plants, all these trees, and everything, it's constantly changing. It's in a process, in this reality of constant change. Everything is always changing. Nothing remains the same. So once we start to understand it truly, not just with the mind, but start to experience it, start to feel it, we can start to let go of things. And therefore, when you open up your hands to let go, you can also receive again new life. So it helps you to accept the things that you cannot change and be like, it's okay. There's a certain ailment, certain disease that cannot be cured. Death will also be part of this life experience. It's okay. It will stop the suffering that one can experience so much in their life when we try to cling on to not changing, right? And we try to hold on to always remaining the same in a reality in which everything is always changing. There is so much suffering gonna happen if you have a mindset like that. But once we can start to open up and accept and understand that this life is a flow of creation, a flow of divine creation, and we can flow with it. And then there doesn't have to be suffering in your life. All right? Good friends. So therefore, Don't only listen to these talks, right? Do it, feel it, experience it. Otherwise it stays nice theory for your mind and some food for the mind to chew on, but then you won't go into a deeper level also of feeling this wisdom, this reality, this experience in your life, right? So therefore what we're gonna do for just a little moment is a simple breathing practice, and then clearing out the mind, the heart, the emotional system with some soft, gentle breathing. And it's good to understand that your life, my life, this life is part of a much greater life of God, of creation, of Great Spirit. And once you get in connection with that deeper layer of this reality, you can start to flow so much nicer in life, and you can start to really manifest so many wonderful things in your life. You just have to kind of ask this wonderful creation that you are part of and that is part of you to put your life in a certain direction. And with the right mindset, with the right focus, these things will happen. So therefore we're also gonna put a little mindset and connect with that subtler reality within ourselves and go into a mindset of, may I be guided into a life of living more healthy, more in line with what I truly want with the heart, more in peace, more in the love of light and life that is part of me, that I am part of, right? Good. So friends, open up a bit the shoulders, open up the neck, and make sure you join in with this meditation as well. Otherwise it's just theory and not practice. And it has to go hand in hand, right? Twist a bit the spine. Roll a bit the shoulders. Shake the hands. Open up a bit the face also, or nice opening the mouth, all the muscles in the face, and squeezing a bit and opening. Beautiful. Good. That's it. So we're gonna do 2 rounds of some nice spinal breathing, strong spinal breathing. And then in between the rounds, taking a moment to just feel life, basically. Learn to feel your skin, your hands, your arms, because when you feel, you experience life that is flowing within you. And when you can really connect with that life within you and start to connect your breathing with it, you start to connect with a deeper, subtler reality of yourself and become able to breathe in peace and love and health and wisdom and all these things into your whole system. Hands at the hips here. On the exhalation, we round the spine. On the inhalation, chin up, open up the heart. And exhale. And inhale. Like this for 7 more breaths. Nice deep breaths. It's not about how strong or how many breaths you can do with these things. It's about with how much awareness and relaxed mindset you can do this. 3 more breaths. After your last full inhalation, open. Exhale, nice and slow with the hands open on the knees. Relax your breath. Breathe very calm, very slow. Relax the face, relax the shoulders, relax the arms, the hands. Relax the chest, the heart, the belly, so that you feel your whole body. That is basically a living energy body. We're going to do the second round. 15 nice deep breaths. We exhale around the spine and inhale, open up and out and in and out and in. And like this we keep going. With the strong breathing, we start to open up all systems in the body. We open up also the heart, the throat, the spine. For the last 6 breaths. Keep breathing nice and deep if you feel alright. And after your last full inhalation, with the hands open on the knees, you can breathe out halfway and stop breathing for as long as you comfortably can. Just stop breathing for as long as you comfortably can. Keep the face relaxed, the arms, the hands loose and open. For a moment, letting everything settle. Open up by relaxing a little bit more the breath. With each breath out, let go a little bit more of the face muscles, the arms, the hands. Let go of the whole physical body. If there is tension in the body, no resisting. Let life happen for a little moment. So that you start to observe life as it is flowing, with complete acceptance. Now place your hands on top of each other on your lap with the spine nicely lengthened. Relax the face muscles and start to breathe very gentle, very calm. Not deep at all. But by softening your breath, softening your body, and with full awareness you start to feel you can breathe some new awareness into your body. Like you breathe in, may I receive health, acceptance, kindness, love. Breathe that into your body, and on the exhalation, it's like you're spreading that out into all your systems. Your heart relaxes. Your digestive system relaxes. Your arms, or your whole physical body, all systems start to loosen up. you start to let life, the light, God, work within you. And you feel gratitude, like wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for the healing that can happen. Thank you for the strengthening that can happen. And thank you for the accepting that can happen for things that are not ready to change yet. Make the practice more profound. Keep your awareness with this. Generate a state of goodness. Like you're making a little fire, a light, shine a bit brighter and brighter with each slow breath. Make use of the last 2 gentle breaths. And slowly, with that same soft awareness, you move a bit the fingers. You rub the hands together. And with the hands in front of the chest, for the last couple of breaths, you breathe and you can ask for some guidance in your life, to live your life with more health, with more strength, with more awareness, with more patience, kindness, love, all these things. Like you breathe, I'm grateful for this life. May I be guided to live a life with health, with peace, with love, to become a light, not just for myself in my life, but also for others. May God guide us on our path. May all be blessed with peace, love, and wisdom. Feel free to massage a little bit the body. Wonderful. You have such a great great force within you, the most powerful force, the force of creation, the force of life, the force of divine God energy, right? And unfortunately, we have never really learned from a young age to learn to work with that, to learn to start to use this wonderful force that we have in our life to start to create a beautiful life for ourselves and others, living with a state of abundance and not of scarcity, always needing something from outside of ourselves to satisfy ourselves, right? And it is basically starting when you can start to recognize that life force within you, that life force around you, and start to connect with it. There's so many wonderful things you can do in your life. You can start to not go through life as a beggar, always begging for a bit of pleasure by spending some money, giving some money, and then in exchange you get some pleasure from a certain entertaining thing or a certain nice thing for your taste sensation, or a nice car or a nice house, or some good attention from somebody who tells you how nice you are, how much they love you, and like that you have to fill up that emptiness within. But going through life understanding that you are like a prince, the son of a king, and you have inherited the whole kingdom already, right? And you can start to feel there's already abundance within, and live life with that force, with that knowledge that you are all the son and daughters, that we are all the son and daughters of life, of creation, of God. So friends, may you all be blessed with peace, love and wisdom. Namaste.